Hi everybody, CohhCarnage here with an early thoughts video on Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 by the Chinese Room. This game is a bit of a kerfluffle. And what do I mean by that? Let's talk about it. So Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 is a game that's been in development for a very long time. It was at one point, we believe, canceled. It was made by a different dev for a long period of time. There was an entire gameplay section shown from basically a different title that did not make it into what it is now. The reason I'm saying all this is because everything I just said puts this product in a unique situation. This game is Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 in name only. And what do I mean by that? I mean that throughout the course of this game's development, it is pretty clear that this game switched from an RPG based on Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 1 into a much more immersive, story-focused, first-person adventure game. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 does not feel or play like an RPG, which is what Bloodlines 1 was. I'm getting this out of the way early because right there, what I just told you is one of the larger marketing blunders we have seen in gaming in a long time. The fact that this product was allowed to release with this name, and the fact that everyone is now commenting about how negative that is, and people are saying they're not going to buy it due to that. This was such a catastrophic failure of marketing, and now all of us kind of get to just watch it crumble, which is really unfortunate. Let me tell you why. This is a fun game. I've been having a good time with this game. The characters are weird. The writing is fun. There is a lot of immersive elements that have kept me laughing and engaged. I will say that the combat system is lackluster. Some of the design elements of the game are lackluster. It is pretty clear that the combat design was not designed by someone who partakes in these systems frequently. And what do I mean by that? I mean, there's pretty massive design failures in just the fundamentals of the combat system. For instance, enemies can block, but the player can't. The player does have a parry. The parry is to dodge forward while the enemy attacks. What that means is if you dodge forward and you miss the parry, there's a chance that you are now somewhere else you didn't want to be because you physically moved your character by failing the parry. It's just bad design. Like, there's really no way around that. It's just bad design. That's the kind of stuff that never should have made it out of, like, the meetings, because it feels terrible. It feels just as bad as I just explained it. And there's a few other things like that, like some of the ways they do the controls with the dashing and the sprinting and the dodging. They just did not intuitively do them, and it does not feel good to use them. I constantly am breaking the Masquerade by accident because I'm hitting the wrong buttons trying to do basic movement. One of them breaks the Masquerade, one doesn't. So it's just like, none of this stuff is very intuitive. And again, not well designed. Now, I do need to stress as we continue with this thoughts video though, as many of my regulars know, I'm the kind of person that focuses on the parts that I like in a game. I can have parts of a game not be fun for me and still really enjoy other parts. And that's kind of where I am with this game. Kind of like how I really wasn't feeling the combat in Silent Hill F, and then I basically put it in story mode and the game got, a lot better because I didn't have to deal with those bad mechanics. The other stuff in Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 is actually really good. I feel like the Chinese Room, kind of like Arcane Austin was before Redfall, I feel like the Chinese Room really does a few things incredibly well. And Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 does give them an opportunity to shine the spotlight on what they do well. The character dialogue is funny. I very much like some of these characters. Some of the voice acting is a little hit and miss, especially for like ancillary and side characters, but the main backbone so far has been awesome. I've absolutely loved it. The environments are gorgeous and look actually organic and lived in, which, I mean, last big game I could say that it was Chronos, and I feel like they did that phenomenally. So that's kind of where we are with this game. I'm enjoying the main parts of this game. What's important in this game, I'm enjoying, and I like it. But it's not a good Bloodlines 2. In fact, this game is missing some of the things that made Bloodlines 1 one of the better games when it came out. Like, no inventory, no looting, no equipment. Like there's major RPG pillars that are missing, which again make it baffling they even considered calling this Bloodlines 2. But this is one of those situations where it's like, if they had called this game Vampire the Masquerade the Nomad, or something that did not come with all the baggage of these expectations that are never going to be met, then I feel like this project could have been so much better received. People could have really focused on the good parts, and we'd be talking about the good parts instead of all the fact that it's just missing all this stuff that, frankly, the game we're playing now probably never should have had. So the biggest downside to all this is, because of this marketing blunder, we may never see an actual Bloodlines 2. And honestly, as a Bloodlines 1 fan, that's like one of the saddest things about all this. But I will say, I do not blame the Chinese room for this. And I think from the feel of this game, they did the best they could with what they got. That's what it feels like. And I will say, for that, I am enjoying the heck out of it. I can't recommend this product to you. And I can't recommend this product to you because of how bad the corporate gaming environment failed the developers. I don't want to encourage this kind of behavior where a company farms an old IP just to make money off it, instead of making the game succeed better by ripping that Band-Aid off and maybe doing the painful thing and, renaming it. To Paradox's credit, they tried to absolutely screw us with a pre-order thing that they walked back. And I'll tell you right now, if they had not walked that back, I may not even be playing this game. So, credit where it's due. We do appreciate that. But you guys got to do better next time, dude. We can't keep getting games like this. Your numbers are showing you why this is not okay. Please don't continue to do this to us. Anyway, my best to the Chinese room. This is a really bad situation for them. And honestly, that's why I would recommend purchasing this game. I'd recommend purchasing this game because the devs are awesome and I want to see these devs keep making games. But it's just such a clustery situation. And that's where we are. So on that note, this is one of those thoughts videos where I know a lot of people use these videos to kind of help. Please just take everything in this video as information. This is one of those situations where you need to be making your own opinion. Bring in all the info, really mull it over, and decide if this is something that you want to support. If you're like me and you're fine supporting this for the devs, or to put it bluntly, you don't want to support the tomfoolery Paradox did, which is very understandable too. So check out my playthrough, see if it's for you. If you do like it, if it looks good for you, like I said, my recommendation is probably to pick it up. But hopefully we will stop seeing companies try to continue to pull the wool over our eyes like this and fail miserably at doing it. So that's about it. See you guys next Thoughts video. Thank you for being here, and I hope you have as much fun as I'm having with whatever game you're playing. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.